Towards the end of 2014, I started to get really sick and I could no longer work in the office. I withdrew to work at home, thinking, well, maybe it'll be a few weeks and I'll feel better. And now when I think about it, it was just ridiculous because it took about 3 years to recover fully. And then I got my diagnosis after that within a couple of months, and I couldn't believe what I'd learned, the fact that stress could actually make you sick. I was always so healthy, I was an ultramarathon runner, I had a really good diet, no junk food, fresh fruit and vegetables, and the only thing that was affecting my health was stress. And that stress was so severe and went on for so long that it actually made me sick. Once I realized that, then I got medical help, and there was a long process of getting misdiagnosed and trying to find ways to make my health optimal. I realized, though, that I can't just heal the body, I have to fix the underlying cause. It wasn't enough to just put medication on top. I actually needed to sort out the reason for me getting sick. And so I spent a really long time trying to uncover and unpack what had made me so sick. And it was multifaceted. There were many aspects that made me sick, all contributing to my stress levels. Once I realized each element that made me sick, I almost tackled it like a project. I realized that there were some relationships in my life that were not happy and not healthy. In fact, I had to end some relationships. I also had to shape some and put in different boundaries to make sure that my life and my relationships were much healthier. Of course, I also had to change my diet quite radically. My doctor insisted on quite a few quite strict elements to change. I think the primary thing that made me sick was doing the wrong work. And it wasn't just the wrong work, it was the opposite of my strengths and talents. And I did that for a really long time. I kept persisting, thinking, I'm not a quitter, I don't give up, I'm tough, I can get through this. I just need bigger goals, I need better motivation, and that will fix me. And actually doing the wrong work was really the source of the majority of my stress. So now, in knowing that, I had to uncover my passion, and I discovered that it was writing. I started a blog in February 2015, and I used that as a mechanism to write through my emotions and to try to uncover and unravel these sources of stress, and then also to share with the world how I was remolding my life and changing relationships. I also spent quite a lot of time writing just to understand the emotions. I learned about something called expressive writing, and that is intensely writing out the emotions that you feel to try to mitigate the intensity. And in all this writing that I spent doing over the course of many months, I realized that a book about burnout might actually help people. And so that's when I really started to put my book together. I want to share this story in the hope that my story inspires others and helps them to overcome burnout and severe stress.